Welcome, my friends, to the scariest time of the year. No, not Halloween, something far more sinister and menacing. Like an ever-watchful darkness looming over your shoulder waiting, patiently, until one day when it gets you. That's right, it's the most horrifying time of the year, the fall game release onslaught. I'm Andrew Hamilton, and it's time to gather around the campfire as I spin you a tale of hills that make no noise and omnidirectional diving action heroes in this October edition of The Download.
Could she really be here, waiting for me?
Back before we had a million horror games a year, gamers only had a few solid options to pick from. Resident Evil and Silent Hill were the two best, but while Resident Evil would go on to find a new undead life, Silent Hill basically fell off the face of the planet for like 9 years. Now, 23 years after the original, players can finally return to the world of Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2. Developer Bloober Team is taking on the daunting task of remaking and modernizing one of the very first cult classics in the gaming franchise. Just like in the original games, players will follow James Sunderland, a widower, as he returns to the eponymous town of Silent Hill upon receiving a letter from his deceased wife, Mary, who claims to be there waiting for him. Unravel the truth with updated gameplay mechanics, new twists on the combat, and a gorgeously redone soundtrack. Step into the fog when Silent Hill 2 Remake comes out October 2nd for PlayStation 5 and PC.
The whole universe is watching with bated breath to see the shocking climax in my theater of revenge.
And speaking of nostalgia, our next title is a blast from the past. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is a reboot into the Budokai franchise of Dragon Ball games that dominated kids' consoles in the early 2000s, featuring true-to-anime action with beam struggles, transformations, and that signature kinetic impact-heavy martial arts that we all know and love. Sparking Zero is looking to reclaim its throne as the best arena fighter out there, and they didn't skimp on the roster either. Sparking Zero features more than 180 plus characters to play as from the Dragon Ball Z franchise, all the way through to Super and even from the movies. Being packed full of content, Sparking Zero is shaping up to be one of the best fighting games of the year. Take your power even further beyond your limits when Dragon Ball Sparking Zero launches October 11th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. Now that we've successfully pulled at those nostalgia chords, let's mess with those heartstrings with Neva, an emotionally charged action-adventure game. After a traumatizing encounter with dark forces, our hero Alba finds herself bound to a wee little wolf cub. Now the pair must venture forward together and overcome increasingly dangerous situations. As you grow, so too will the young wolf mature alongside Alba. Help the pair survive in a world decaying when Neva launches October 15th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, Nintendo Switch, and PC. War. War never changes. It just learns to strafe in new directions. Black Ops is back, and it's more Black Ops than ever, as the game's campaign will follow two rogue agents seeking to form a team of ragtag agents to combat Pantheon, top secret enemy who has infiltrated the CIA and branded anyone that doesn't fall in line a traitor. On the multiplayer side of things, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 has completely redefined its movement system with omnidirectional controls, meaning that you can strafe, sprint, dive, and do pretty much everything else in any direction that you want. This, alongside a new mechanic that allows a player to be taken as a temporary meat shield, are bound to shake up your late night matches. And of course, this being a Black Ops game means we will see the return of co-op zombie mode. Dive through a window dual-wielding controllers like pistols when Call of Duty Black Ops 6 launches October 25th for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, Xbox One, and PC.
You have no idea what you have done.
Rounding out our cacophony of legacy gaming franchises is Dragon Age: The Veilguard. After 10 years, BioWare is finally ready to take us on our next fantasy epic. Taking place exactly 10 years after the events of Dragon Age Inquisition, Veilguard sees two unruly gods hellbent on destroying the world, ravishing the lands. Now you must rise as Rook, your custom character, to unite the Veilguard and defy these ancient gods. Dragon Age fans will be happy to see a ton of returning characters, as well as getting to explore locations old and new, but maybe most importantly, they're going to really appreciate how incredibly in-depth this character creator is. Trust me, you're going to lose sleep over making characters in this thing. Defy the Elder Gods and rise when Dragon Age the Veilguard launches October 31st for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. Well, I hope this never-ending deluge of games hasn't put too much of a fright in you, because it's only a sampling of the many exciting titles coming out this month. As always, you can creep on over to our full list on kwtx.com and be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube so you don't miss a single review or segment from us. Until the next full moon, for Hardwired, I'm Andrew Hamilton.